Hi, my name is James, and I am going to present to you my Connect 4 Blazor app. It's actually done through the Microsoft Learn tutorials. The thing is that we're going to add something new, and that's what I want to go over with you guys. Microsoft Learn has these really nice tutorials with .NET programming, and in the end, they kind of tell you like, oh, like do something new, and so um, I had an idea for that. This is the app right here. Pretty much it's going to tell you there's player one's turn. It's Connect 4. I'm assuming that we've played Connect 4. Maybe not everybody, but it's really fun. Anyways, as you can see, like right here, I'm going to Connect 4, and then the player 1 wins, reset the game. Same goes for player 2. If player 2 wins, and then let's say that like you fill up all the holes and there's a draw, then it would say that there's a tie. So what I want to go over is, let's say we want to add a high score feature that like pretty much each player takes a turn, and if there's a player that takes the least amount of turns, that gets like a better score. And then to keep track of that. So let's say, yeah, you win, but we're going to also see that player one, it only took like this many amount of turns to win. And the lower the number, it's like a better score. So we're going to go over that right now. This is going to require some modifications to the code. This is the code right here. This is kind of what you would see when you are doing the tutorial. We're over in the board component. First things first is that we need to add. So it's pretty much when we're using local storage in Blazor. With some research, I learned that pretty much we need to call JavaScript's API. We can't just do that on its own if we wanted to hold local storage. And when we're adding a score, we need to hold local storage. So we're going to inject, and then game. Oh wait, we have inject game from state, but we have to do this now. Like the API is called IJS runtime, and then just put like JS. Oh my goodness, I cannot type today. Alright, so we have that. We need that. Next thing is that this header is good. This nav, this is fine. Well, actually, so the first thing we need to do next is we have to add the fields to check the best scores. So we're going to be looking at our code block, which is over here. This does a lot of the magic and a lot of the game logic. Well, a lot of the game logic is actually in game state, but over here we'll do some game logic for our component. So we're going to have to get the best scores for player 1 and player 2. Now I'm going to add 2 nullable integers. So once for each player on best score, right? And nullables is pretty much that when we start off, it's at 0. Nothing is happening to it, so there's no high score yet. That's why we need it to be nullable. We can't just start off with like, oh, somebody already has a high score.
Everyday coffee order is 2 shots of espresso, shaken with regular milk.
Okay, so now we have the moves per game, and we can play the high scores as well. So we have 1 move. Let's say we just do a bunch, right? And Connect 4, Extreme Connect 4. All right, so oh no, let's find a good easy connect. What turn are we in? Who won? Oh, okay. So then we got 30 moves. So player 2 got 30 moves. So we can reset, and we can continue to keep on doing stuff like that. Right? Let's say we only. Let's say red has the best, right? So they have 7 moves, right? So we can reset the game. And then let's say if we don't want that, we can clear it, right? So that's pretty much how that goes. So let's look at the code again. So as we can see, we make sure that right here, we're also going to add moves to the game. We'll put whatever is the best score. Remember that the @if will, it's only going to show one of them. So if the best one is player 1, it'll only show theirs. If it's player 2, then it'll only show player 2's. It's depending on who has the best score at the time, right? We click on we can clear the scores on click. Then we made sure that we put these right here for the null integer for best score player 1, best score player 2. We make sure that we also get the load score. It's a helper method right here that we can reuse, as well as the helper method for the save score right here. And they're all, and since we're working with JavaScript and all depending on time and on with the browser, we're all using async task, and then also we can kind of keep track of the total moves right here. And then this is how we can clear it. So that's pretty much it, right? So, but anyways, thank you so much. Have a good day. Goodbye.